most efficient 2 consecutive games you've seen from James?
Yeah, I mean, that was really efficient. Yeah, he's on quite a roll. I mean, he's making shots, but making plays. I mean, the thing I like about it is the 11 assists he has. I mean, really impressive. If you look at a guy, 35 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, through a steal, and just to have one of those two. So, pretty impressive.
Coach, how does it feel to have Yao Ming sitting watching the game courtside?
Be better if he was playing. I don't think watching helped us at all. I wish he was playing.
For the most part, did you feel like your defense was good on Aldridge? He was just hitting some incredible shots.
You know, yeah. I mean, I thought we had some hands up. I thought we gave him a little too much of his left shoulder to come into the paint early, but then we kind of got that solved. And then, you know, he put Omer on to start the second half, and then you know, he kind of stepped out and made a few jump shots over O. But I mean, at a certain point, you know, he's going to have to give up something to the guy, and he's a deadly 17, 18 jump shooter.
Coach, talk about overall your backcourt as far as, you know, with Harden and Lynn and Parsons participating tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I thought those 3 guys, you know, of course, yeah, I say, you know, anytime you get the amount of production that we got out of them, you know, that's huge. We had what we ended up with 70, I think 70 points out of those, roughly out of that group. And the thing I like about it is that we had 18 assists and only 7 turnovers. That's what we got to have out of that. Because sometimes we have, you know, 14 turnovers and 11 assists, too much of that. So we're getting better. We've actually had a couple games now where we take care of the ball a little bit better, so you know, hopefully this is one of those things that we just got to go now. We got to get to Sacramento and get after those guys and see if we can't, you know, get some momentum coming into the All-Star break.
You know James passing, and during the losing streak you guys had, he had a tendency sometimes to force the action. Everybody did, yeah. But do you feel like there was maybe a moment where sort of came together and the team as a whole?
I think that, you know, as we were losing some of those games, we were losing our pace, and we were getting playing in crowds, and we weren't pushing the ball. Kind of going through a identity crisis. I think everybody came out there thinking, you know what, we really do need to push the ball. We do need to play a certain style. And when we do that, it just, you know, like I said, guys, look, our scoring is going way down. Everybody's field goal percentages are going way down. Our turnovers are going way up. There's nothing positive about this style of play. We just got, you know, we got to get back to attacking. And so when we do that, we're much better. I mean, we weren't perfect defensively tonight, but we got enough stops. And you know, for us, it's hard. It's hard for our team, how we're kind of constituted, to, you know, be a team that wants to play in the 70s. That's just not our identity. You know, we got to get stops and goals, and then if they score, we can get it in and go. Get turnovers and go. So we try to go on everything, and when we do that, we're much better. So yeah, I think everybody kind of came out of that understanding that that's how we have to play.
Has the scoring these last couple of weeks allowed for maybe greater poise when teams hit the kind of shots Portland does, or teams make runs, than what you saw previously? Is there a sense?
Yeah, I think anytime you keep on scoring, it gives you an X amount of confidence. You know what I mean? And so, you know, the way we play, and there's going to be a lot of runs in the game. We just got to hope that our run, we have one more run than you have, or our run is just deeper than your run is. And we can get into those, like, you know, we get stop, turnover. Also, we have 3 consecutive run-outs, baskets. They score, we get it in. You know, we can continue, but we got to get enough stops in there to, you know, to get us going. But you know, even if the team's scoring a little bit and we have good offensive flow, we get out of the net, we try to push it up and attack.
What's the status of Tony Davis?
No, he got elbowed, in the hip. I don't know. At a halftime, he said he couldn't go. So last time I talked to him.
The way you guys are playing offensively, how close is this to where you want the team to be?
Yeah, you know, I think you can always look at little things we can do better. You know, we can move, we can pass the ball from the backcourt to the front court more. We get a little sticky with that. You know, we can get our first pass earlier in our offense and attack earlier and see if we can chain reactions and stuff. I think there are times that we'll get a little bit, the ball doesn't flow early enough But yeah, I mean, other than little things like that, I mean, you know, our spacing's getting better. Guys are looking for each other, kind of finding each other in their spots. Guys, when they're getting the ball in their spots, are, you know, are making shots, and that always makes a big difference. You know, I mean, tonight we were 12 for 26 from the three-point line, and you know, that's you know, that always helps. Like, you know, if you go 6 for 26, it never looks quite as good. All right.
Thank you.